Our story, the epic culmination of a decade-long cinematic journey, begins not with a whisper but with the haunting echoes of the immediate past. We open at Shell Cottage, the seaside sanctuary where the raw grief for the recently fallen house elf, Dobby, hangs heavy in the air. Harry Potter, now hardened but visibly weary from months of relentless pursuit, stands alongside his steadfast companions, Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger. Their desperate, overarching mission, the very bedrock of their survival and the wizarding world's hope, remains clear. They must locate and destroy the remaining Horcruxes, the nefarious magical objects containing fragments of Lord Voldemort's fractured soul, which render him terrifyingly immortal. A vital clue, agonizingly extracted, points them towards their next perilous target, a Horcrux hidden within the impenetrable vaults of Gringotts' wizarding bank. Their daring infiltration of Gringotts is a sequence of breathtaking tension and ingenuity. Aided by the resentful, double-crossing goblin, Griphook, who demands the Sword of Gryffindor as payment, and disguised with Polyjuice Potion, the trio descends into the bank's labyrinthine depths. Hermione bravely transforms into Bellatrix Lestrange, Ron into a disguised Death Eater, and Harry hides under the invisibility cloak. Their journey to the Lestrange vault is fraught with peril, from the dizzying anti-theft enchantments to the dragon guarding the lower levels. They successfully retrieve Helga Hufflepuff's cup, a cunningly disguised Horcrux, but their victory is short-lived. Griphook betrays them, snatching the sword and alerting the bank's security. In a truly spectacular escape, they unleash the blind, chained dragon from the vault, clambering onto its back and erupting from the bank's glass ceiling, leaving a trail of fire and chaos across London's skyline. They have the Horcrux, but the cost has been high, and the wizarding world is now fully aware of their direct assault on Voldemort's power base. Their escaped dragon eventually deposits them in a remote lake, from where they apparate to Hogsmeade, the familiar village bordering Hogwarts. But the enchanting village is now a desolate, oppressive shadow of its former self, patrolled by Dementors and Death Eaters. The wizarding world is steeped in despair, with Voldemort's forces, led by his most brutal lieutenants, fully in control, hunting Harry relentlessly. A harrowing encounter with Death Eaters, including the insidious Alecto and Amicus Carrow, leads them to the pub where they are rescued by Aberforth Dumbledore, Albus's gruff brother. It is Aberforth who, through a secret passage, leads them into Hogwarts' School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. The beloved castle, once a beacon of learning and light, has been transformed into a dark, oppressive stronghold for the Death Eaters and their insidious headmaster, Severus Snape. Its hallowed halls are filled with gloom and the constant threat of surveillance. But amidst the darkness, hope remains. Neville Longbottom, now a defiant and courageous leader of the student resistance, emerges from the shadows, his face battered but his spirit unbroken. He rallies the remaining students and teachers who have secretly resisted Snape's regime and leads the trio through the hidden passageways to prepare for the inevitable confrontation. The message rings out: Harry Potter has returned. The film then transitions into the full-scale, devastating Battle of Hogwarts, a monumental conflict that tears through the very fabric of the wizarding world. As Voldemort's massive army, comprising Death Eaters, Giants, Dementors, and Inferi, lays siege to the castle's ancient walls, students, teachers, and members of the Order of the Phoenix bravely rally to defend it. The atmosphere is a terrifying symphony of spells clashing, explosions rocking the foundations, and desperate screams echoing across the grounds. Amidst the chaos, Harry, Ron, and Hermione frantically continue their perilous quest within the castle's collapsing walls, racing against time to find and destroy the final Horcruxes. They navigate collapsing corridors and engage in desperate duels. Their search leads them to the Room of Requirement, now a cavernous junkyard filled with forgotten artifacts, where they locate Ravenclaw's diadem, another Horcrux. In a fiery confrontation with Draco Malfoy, Crabbe, and Goyle, Crabbe unleashes a powerful fiendfire curse, a torrent of sentient demonic fire that consumes the room, inadvertently destroying the diadem and himself. Meanwhile, in the Chamber of Secrets, Ron and Hermione share a thrilling moment of bravery and burgeoning romance as they use a basilisk fong, retrieved from the skeletal remains of the legendary beast, to destroy Salazar Slytherin's locket, another Horcrux. The number of Horcruxes dwindles, bringing Voldemort closer to mortality. A crucial, heartbreaking turning point comes in the Shrieking Shack. Harry, Ron, and Hermione witness Voldemort cruelly commanding Nagini to fatally bite Severus Snape. As Snape lies dying, he gives Harry his memories, urging him to take them to the Pensieve. Through Snape's fragmented recollections, Harry witnesses a profound, devastating truth. Snape's unwavering, lifelong loyalty to Dumbledore, his deep, unrequited love for Lily Potter, Harry's mother, and his incredibly dangerous, secret role as a double agent, protecting Harry all along while enduring Voldemort's trust and the hatred of the wizarding world. The revelation is a staggering blow, reshaping everything Harry thought he knew. Harry also discovers the most terrifying truth of all. He himself is a Horcrux, containing the accidental fragment of Voldemort's soul that latched onto him as a baby. Understanding with chilling clarity that he must sacrifice himself to destroy the Horcrux within him and finally render Voldemort mortal, Harry makes the agonizing decision. He walks alone into the Forbidden Forest, a solemn march towards his fate, confronting Voldemort and his Death Eaters. Voldemort casts the killing curse. Harry, in a limbo-like state at what appears to be King's Cross Station, converses with the spirit of Albus Dumbledore, who explains the intricacies of the Elder Wand's allegiance and the choice Harry has. Harry bravely chooses to return to the living, dropping from Hagrid's arms as if dead. The Horcrux within him is destroyed. The battle resumes with renewed fury. News of Harry's death briefly demoralizes the defenders, but Neville Longbottom's defiant act against Voldemort, destroying Nagini, the final Horcrux, with the Sword of Gryffindor, turns the tide. Harry, now fully understanding the true power of the Elder Wand, which Voldemort possesses but does not truly command, as its allegiance lies with Harry, its true master, after he disarmed Draco Malfoy, confronts Voldemort one final time in the shattered expanse of the Great Hall. In a climactic, visually spectacular duel, Harry calmly reveals Voldemort's fatal error and the true mastery of the Elder Wand. Voldemort's final killing curse rebounds due to the wand's allegiance to Harry, striking him down. Lord Voldemort is finally spectacularly defeated, his body crumbling into dust, leaving only his inanimate cloak behind. The film concludes with the aftermath. Hogwarts is battered, its walls scarred, but its spirit unbroken. Victory is hard-won but absolute. Harry, Ron, and Hermione, forever bound by their shared ordeal, walk across the stone bridge. Harry, understanding the dangers of the Elder Wand's power, makes a selfless decision to return it to Dumbledore's tomb, ensuring its legendary power is neutralized and can no longer tempt anyone. The final, poignant scene jumps 19 years into the future, an emotional epilogue. Harry, Ron, Hermione, and Ginny, now adults, stand on Platform 9 March 4th, sending their own children off to Hogwarts, signaling a new era of peace, hope, and normality in the wizarding world. A testament to the sacrifices made and the enduring power of love and friendship.
Text prompting viewers to comment and subscribe. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more updates on this developing story.